let's get to our fourth panelist, I suppose, here, or award winner in the Retail Search Marketing Initiative SEO category.
Hi, thank you, George. I'm Kaushal, and I'm the founder of Infidigit. We are based out of India, and this campaign was for Superblist, which is the largest fashion retailer in South Africa. For Superblist, the challenge was that how do they get maximum sessions during the Black Friday period. They have almost around 5 days when they celebrate this particular event, and the challenge was Superblist site was not at all ranking for this particular set of keywords in the year 2018. So for 2019, they wanted that for Black Friday specific keyword and the related keywords, they should rank in the top 3 positions. So that was the challenge for them. And fortunately, with all the efforts that Infidigit team did, we were able to rank them on featured snippet for not only some of the Black Friday related keywords, but several other keywords, which helped them to achieve the objectives.
Yours was a Black Friday campaign. And Black Friday, every time I read about it with regards to e-commerce SEO, it just seems like a whole different world. What are some of the things to be aware of when you're running a Black Friday campaign?
So one thing when it happens about Black Friday is you can face any competition from news website or anything. Now, let's say if you started ranking number 1, number 2, and let's say somebody published that, okay, how the sale of Black Fridays are happening across the major e-commerce companies, they could suddenly come at a higher position and outrank you. So one thing which we need to be aware of is while doing this particular part of SEO, we need to constantly work towards the ranking and plan our strategy in such a way that it's going to outrank even the news website or the other websites. Let's say in our case, we did outrank blackfriday.com itself.
Nice.
So when that particular thing had to happen, we had to ensure that the page spread is really optimal. The technical SEO is all taken care of. The site health is at its optimal level. And there are several keywords supporting that one particular page so that the page can rank well at that particular position and the ranking stays at that number 1 for a long period. So that's one of the major things which people need to be aware of when they're running such kind of campaign.
Right. So actually, I'm glad you brought up some of the technical portions and structured data and things like that, because I commonly ran across in applications, we added structured data. Right. And in your case, Kaushal, was it FAQ structured data that you implemented?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. FAQ and the Q&A schema.
Okay. So Black Friday, I understand there was also content involved here. What are we talking about? Is it just like buying guides or?
Much more than buying guides over there, George. So we worked on several infographics, videos, content which was definitely required for the schemas which we had implemented, like the FAQs, the how-tos, Q&A. So all those content has to be created for this kind of campaign. In all this particular thing, infographics did help us a lot because we had created an infographic around how should you go around shopping for a Black Friday. And a complete infographic was created around that. So what happened is when Google featured us on the featured snippet, this was one of the major elements which was standing out on the search results. And because of this, the number of clicks and the CTR was much higher. And this was also one of the reasons why the campaign achieved almost 120 times higher ROI as compared to paid. So for them, the paid ROI was just 2x. What ROI that they received from organic search was 240x. So something like this, when content strategy is really well placed, people can get out from organic search. And that's where organic search is really important and content plays a crucial role in that.
ROI, huge ROI numbers. Feels good, doesn't it? I understand also that you placed Black Friday, the term Black Friday in the header. Could you explain what this was meant to achieve?
True. So one thing when we placed this particular thing in the header was the challenge that how do we build enough number of backlinks to this particular page. Now, we emphasize a lot on internal links as compared to links from other websites, because as if Google considers that as spammy links and there are lots of manual penalties and everything going on. So our strategies are devised towards internal links more as compared to external links. Now, to bring more internal links onto this particular page, it was important that it gets the maximum prominence. So we placed it well in the header of the site so that all the 300,000 pages, that's the overall number of pages on the Superbliss website, can create a backlink to this particular page. And it worked out well. Within a few days of placing this particular thing in the header section, we saw that from no ranking at all, this page started ranking at least on the second page or the third page. With further optimization, we were able to push it much higher and get it to the #1 ranking. So that was one thing where number of backlinks got created was tremendous. The other thing which we saw was we were looking also at the server logs and the other stuff to understand how frequently Google is crawling this particular page. The crawling also increased a lot as soon as the number of backlinks in terms of internal links to this particular page increased. The crawl frequency of this particular page increased a lot, and that could also be one of the reasons that throughout the Black Friday days, this particular campaign retained that featured snippet for a long period. So that was one of the major advantage of placing it in the header.
Are there any final tips for anybody maybe looking to optimize their e-commerce site, gain more visibility there, or just running a Black Friday campaign?
So one thing which I would suggest people is create clarity in your campaigns. More often we see people having, let's say, one particular page and multiple keywords targeting that same page. Now, and multiple keywords when we say, it's kind of that, okay, there are Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all the keywords pointing to that one single page. Now, what happens when you create something like this? The clarity is not good enough for a particular page. We suggest that, okay, create more clarity, and Google enjoys when there is more clarity on a particular page. So instead of compiling all the content into one single page, it's better to segregate that particular thing into different pages, create more clarity. And once you make things simple for Google, that's definitely going to help you rank better.
Awesome.